Okay, that's a really big
Groundhog. Oh my god.
groundhog.
That's a fat one.
Okay, sorry.
Hey guys, this is day, I think 8 or 9 of the bus conversion. What we've done for right now is we had 2 big heaters, one towards the front of the bus and one towards the back over on the left side. Really big, they took up a lot of space. So what we did for now, instead of going all the way into the motor where they connect, is we just cut the tubes that were there and reconnected them with the pump a little bit closer to the front of the bus so we can have more space to work inside as we continue to tear up the floor, and then we'll handle taking the rest of it out later. Alright, so for the wheel wells of the bus, as you can see, there's this nasty yellow, sticky stuff that's on there. And that was, I'm assuming, used to keep the black rubber or plastic coating on it before. So after removing that, we're left with this. So to address it, what we're going to do is apply glue gun. Spray that on there and leave it for a couple of minutes, and then we use a rag to wipe it off. So this wheel well is one that I've already started to treat with the glue gun. And it doesn't take everything off with just the rag, so what I start doing after that is using this little sanding block to try and get these little sticky bits off. After we took the rubber floor and the plywood subfloor off of the bottom of the bus, there's still a bunch of nails that are sticking up from the bottom. So he's been spending a couple hours today and a couple hours the past few days before that just grinding out those nails so that we have a smooth surface to work on from them. Next, after that, we're going to start working on rust repair. On top of the 2 holes that we found, as we showed you in the last episode, there's a couple more here and there in the bus that we're going to have to fix up.
After grinding, make sure you also grab a hammer and you hit it with light force, because sometimes you can grind a little bit and take that kind of like first layer of rust. You apply the products, and then if things are okay there, but then as soon as you hit it, it'll go through. Make sure you hit it with the hammer with light force. You don't want to bend the metal, but again, you do want to know whether that part is completely rusted out or not. If it goes through, well, that's going to be another whole repair.
So after we've done that, what we're going to do is apply vinegar to pretty much the whole entire floor of the bus to try and eat up whatever's left and make it a nice clean surface.
So the reason why we're using vinegar is because it works really well with rust and it's super cheap, right? You can buy gallons of this thing. Now, it takes a long time, but we're just going to splash it continuously, and then we're going to use 2 other products. One is product powder, the gel form. I think that works the best, especially for areas like walls and stuff like that, where you don't want the product to just run down.
So another thing we wanted to mention is the importance of having a good respirator when you're working on a project like this, especially with him doing all this grinding, and the other night he was using the wood saw to get up the plywood subfloor. There's a lot of particles that come up, and it might not seem like a big deal for like a small amount of time, but for the extent to which we're doing all of this and all of the stuff you can be exposed to, just again for your own safety, just invest in a nice respirator that'll keep you protected. Your lungs will thank you. Look at him.
Holy
Wait, that's scary.
that's a big groundhog. He's like looking at something.
He looks like a little meerkat. So that's a resident groundhog, apparently. A little chunker. Let's see if I can. Oh, there he goes, there he goes!